you see me? Am I there? Give me a thumbs up if you can see me. Can you see me? Look. Put in. Hello, I'm just waiting for people to join. So if you can see me, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, say hello on the live chat on the right-hand side. Are we there? Can you see me? Can you see me? Oh, someone can see me. So we are live. Got some background music on today. Feel like we're in the pub. Another one on. Hello. So we just obviously wait for a few more people to join so we can have more of you play today. Hopefully the lighting's better today. You've got probably the glare from the screen and the lights in my glasses, but at least you can see me a little bit better today. Hello. If you've just, please let me know who you are, what your team is called, if you've kept the same teams as the last couple of weeks, or if you have a brand new one today. So just waiting for a few more people to come. Seems that some people are having a bit of troubles today. I've got a few of you on. Just take a few moments. Sometimes there's a bit of a delay in once I go live to when you can actually see me. Unless you've subscribed, I don't think it automatically comes on. So we'll just wait for a few more people to come on today. Thank you very much for joining. If you don't know who I am, my name is Becky. Thank you for joining me. I'm in Manchester. If you can tell me if you are subscribed, you are able to have a chat with me and the other team players today, the other quiz players on the live chat. Just give us a say hello. Join in the banter. Hello, Ginny. Big beaming smile there. It seems that more of you are able to get on now, so that's really, really good. So yeah, don't forget, if you are subscribed, you can have a chat. Karen's there as well. Kevin's there as well. You can chat with us all together, so we can have a nice evening together on the live chat on the right-hand side. So we are having a little bit of a longer one this week. It was a shorter one last week. I was a bit conscious of going yellow because that means absolutely nothing apparently, actually. So we're going to go back to week one. We are having a round of, I don't know actually how many. It was 30 questions in total, which is a general knowledge round. And then we are going to go to a film and television round. And then we're going to have a riddle round, which is a riddle in itself to try and say, riddle round. Then we've got a science one, which is especially for my husband. And then we've got nature and wildlife. And then we have a general sort of arts and culture, literature sort of round at the end. So just waiting for a couple of more people to come and join us this evening. If you are here, thank you so much. Obviously you're here. If you've not joined us before, thank you so much for joining. Let us know who you are, what your team name is this week, and where you're from. We like to know where everyone's from. If you've got family, friends that are in a different household to you, let us know who they are as well. Obviously, if you're not a subscriber, you can't chat with us, but you can still play, obviously. So thank you so much for joining today. I'm just going to turn down the busy bar night, trying to create some some background sound, but it's getting a bit on my wick now. So obviously don't forget that this is a quiz night, a pub quiz night. So if you're in a pub, you've got to have a glass of something. Now this week I'm drinking a cheap fizz, white fizz, one of those Tesco £10 deals. Other supermarkets are available, obviously. So what have you got to drink this week? Are we on alcohol? Are we on water? Coke? Coffee? Who's a coffee drinker tonight? So don't forget, this is just for fun. Thank you so much for joining in tonight. And in a couple of seconds, we shall get going with our rounds. Before we do, though, just want to say quick uplifting story before we do start. Everybody's heard of Mr. Tom Moore, the 99-year-old former soldier. Now, he has, as of this afternoon, apparently, I've read on the news of the BBC, apparently it was as of this afternoon, this man, Mr. Tom Moore, has done laps of his garden and he has now raised over £23 million. That's over £23 million for the NHS. So give Mr. Tom Moore a round of applause. If anybody else has been doing any charity work, whether you're shaving your head or whatever, let me know on the comments. That'd be fun to know. If anybody else has tried to do any other form of charity work this week. If not, if you've been working, that's fantastic. If you've just been contemplating where your future is going to be taking you after all this is down, got a lot to think about. So without further ado then, let's get cracking on with this quiz. Okay, so we've got 30 in total, which should take us just over an hour. So number one is the general knowledge round. So once again, thank you so much for coming. Let me know what your name is, your quiz name. Question number one then is, how many bones are there in the human body? How many bones are there in the human body? I don't think you need too long on that one. So moving on to number two then, question number two is, what is Prince William's middle name? What is Prince William's middle name? Question number two of the general knowledge round. Moving on then to question number three. Question number three of the general knowledge round. What is the highest number used in Sudoku? I always say that wrong. What is the highest number used in Sudoku? I do like my facts. It's great to share them with each other. So if you have any facts about any of the questions tonight, do comment if you're able to and share the facts with us all without giving away the answers to the questions, of course. Moving on to number four then. Question number four in tonight's quiz is, what do you call a group of frogs? What do you call a group of frogs? I don't know about anybody else, but this is the most I have been, like in most of my life. Not my life. I think most of us have a tipple or two now and again. Mine's usually every couple of months. But because of lockdown, most people seem to be drinking more regularly now. Is that you? Give me a like if you're turning into an alcoholic. Okay, then we are going on to question number 5. So there are 5 questions in each round. This is number 5, which is the final one in the general knowledge round. And the question is, which supermarket launched the sale of edible bugs in 2018? I seriously doubt they're selling them anymore. But which supermarket launched the sale of edible bugs in 2018? What supermarket? And that's in the UK, by the way. Okay, we are going on to our next round then, which is film and television. Film and television round. You all seem a bit quiet this evening. Give us a hello. So yeah, film and television quiz then. You probably got that one by now for the final one of the general knowledge round. Question number 6 on to the film and television round is, in Only Fools and Horses, what name did Trigger always call Rodney? In Only Fools and Horses, what name did Trigger always call Rodney? Question number 6. It's probably quite easy, that one. I've tried to make him like a middle range. First week they were a bit hard. Last week they were a bit too easy. Now this is the middle week. We've gone middle range. So question number 7, still in our film and television round. Question number 7 is, what is the name of the second James Bond film? What is the name of the second James Bond film? Hello, if you've just joined. If you have just joined and you need me to repeat any of the questions, just drop me a line on the live chat and I'm happy to just run through any of the questions you've missed. We are now on question number 8. Oh, sorry, number 7. Moving on then, you may or may have not got that one. There's been so many. Who can keep up? I used to love James Bond when I was a kid, actually. One of my favourites. Question number 8 then. Question number 8, we are on to the film and television round. Which actor plays Dr. Ivo Robotnik in the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie? Which actor plays Dr. Ivo Robotnik in the Sonic the Hedgehog movies? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a bit quiet tonight, isn't it? What's everyone else doing? Who knows? Probably trying to get kids to bed. Has anyone noticed, like, this week has actually gone quicker? Usually when you don't really do much, the day goes just like, it takes forever. But at the moment, for some strange reason, these weeks, it's been, what are we in and off about 4th week now? This is, I think, the 4th week of lockdown. It's actually going quite quickly. Moving on to question number 9 then. Question number 9 in the film and TV round is, who won I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here last year, 2019? Who won I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? That's question number 9. Those that are here, thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. You're in your 6th week, Karen. 6 weeks. Only another about probably 5 or 6 to go. We don't really know. It was supposed to be 3, but then it really depends. I think there was it dropped down to about 700 people dying each night last week. It's gone up again tonight. So until it really drops, then we're going to be on lockdown. So make the most of it. Yeah, it does suck. Some people are enjoying it though. We just got to try and make the most of it, keep active. They have extended it for another 3 weeks. So another 3 weeks after the other 3 weeks. So that's another 6 weeks then. On to question number 10 then. The question number 10, which is the final one in the film and television round. Question number 10. What nationality is Anthony Hopkins? What nationality is Anthony Hopkins? This is quite tricky, actually. Well, it's easy if you know the answer. Make sure you're getting your daily exercise, whether you're doing your workout in front of the TV or laptop in your living room, or if you're getting your your daily walk around the block. Make sure you keep active, keep your circulation going, drink lots of water. Just the 3 more weeks, yeah. It'll probably be more after that. Depends. It depends. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Okay, then we're moving on to our riddle round. Oh no, sorry, we're not. We're going. Yes, we are. Riddle round. So this is the 3rd round, the riddle round. Question number 11 is: the more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? Is that easy or is that hard? Everybody probably knows that. Ginny thinks we'll be on lockdown for at least 10 more weeks. Yeah, probably. What, 10 more? That's a lot. That's a lot of weeks. AA is going to be happy. Should have bought stocks. On to number 12 then. Number 12 is, on the riddle round, what comes once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years? I'll read that once again. Question number 12 in the riddle round. What comes once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years? What's the answer? If you've got a little riddle for me, make sure to comment. See if I can work it out. Probably not. Hello, if you've just joined. Don't forget to let us know who you are, where you're from, and what your team name is. Moving on to number 13 then. Question number 13 of the riddle round is: what has 6 faces, does not wear makeup, has 21 eyes, but cannot see? Once again then, what has 6 faces, does not wear makeup, has 21 eyes, but cannot see? What is it? Do you know the answer? Actually, I could probably guess that. You're full of good cheer, Ginny. Karen says, you're full of good cheer. Other Karen says, me and Nana here. Hello. Have you just joined us? Do you need me to write any more questions? Read any more? Don't forget, if you don't know what, if you haven't, I'll start again. If you've missed any of the questions, don't lose out. Just let me ask them again. Just ask. Can't talk. Okie dokie. Everyone that's playing, what is question number 14? George, Helen, and Steve are drinking coffee. Karen, Dave, and Gareth are drinking soda. What is Elizabeth drinking? Is she drinking coffee or soda? Karen Frampton says, got them all, just worked out the chat. Fabulous. Okay, so I'm just going to go through that again. You might need to write this down just to help you out with the answer, unless you're just real clever. So question number 14, George, Helen, and Steve are drinking coffee. Karen, Dave, and Gareth are drinking soda. What is Elizabeth drinking? Coffee or soda? It's quite clever, this one, but it's easy if you know the answer. That's question number 14. Ginny says, lol, didn't realise that was a question, thought you was reading comments. No. Do you need me to read it again, Ginny? That was a question. Oh, I get, yeah, because I always ask if you're drinking or not. Yeah, that could be very well have been a chat, but that was an actual question, number 14. George, Helen, and Steve are drinking coffee. Karen, Dave, and Gareth are drinking soda. But what is Elizabeth drinking? Is she drinking coffee or is she drinking soda? I'll give you just a couple more seconds to try and figure that one out. It's tricky, unless you can work it out, of course. Don't forget to comment, have a chat, give me some general knowledge and factoids about these questions if you have any, without giving the answers away to everybody. It's nice to have a bit of a chat with everyone. Number 15 then. Ginny says, yep, I think that means, should I read them again? I've just read it again. If you do need me to read that question number 14 out again, just let me know. For now, I'm moving on to 15 then. Number 15, what tastes better than it smells? Number 15, the last one in the riddles round, what tastes better than it smells? What's the answer? Karen says, all good here. That's great. You know, you've got them all. Got them all right so far. We're on to number 15. Has anyone got 15 out of 15, do they think? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like if you think you have. And we are moving on to our science round now. So this is especially for my husband, Gareth, because he likes science questions. Karen says, not this week, Lol. Oh, you've not got them all this week. Good. Tried to make them a little bit harder. If you've just joined us, if you need any of the answers, if you need any of the questions to be read out again, just let me know in the comments in the live chat. If you are subscribed to the channel, you're able to do that. If you've got a YouTube account, you can chat with us on the live chat. Kevin says, hello, Gaz. So, science then. Number 16. So, question number 16 in the science round. So, it's number 1 in the science round. Question number 16 in total. Double Nobel Prize winning scientist Famous for her work on radioactivity, what is her name? So once again then, number 16. Double Nobel Prize winning scientist, famous for her work on radioactivity, what is her name? Kevin says, lighting's better this week. Good, you can see me. I've got the lights there and there instead of at the back. Extra lights today. Do I look like a ghost? I just look bright. Sorry, you could just see up my nose then. Still got my lipstick on so you can lip read me at least. If you can't see me, you can lip read me. Can't be a good lipstick. Question number 17 is, which vitamin is also known as an absorbic acid? Which vitamin is also known as an absorbic acid? It's quite difficult to say. No, you are quite pink. I'm quite pink. There's nothing wrong with pink. We like pink. Got a bit of pink tinge, haven't we? I'm glad actually. Oh, you can there. I brushed my teeth and look what happened. It doesn't come off. Why? That should be next week's science quiz question. Why doesn't toothpaste come off your blooming clothes if you dribble it on yourself? Why? It's annoying. Moving on. Question number 18. In 2013, Mark Cahill became the first Briton to undergo which pioneering medical operation? In 2013, Mark Cahill became the first Briton to undergo which pioneering medical operation? If you just joined, hello. Hello, Thomas, it's Nakil, he's back. Where have you been? Let me know if you need me to go through any more of the questions. Thanks for joining. Thomas is in Nakil, joining us all the way from Nakil. Salt. Can I repeat? Karen says, hello, Tommy and Hooley. I don't know who Tommy and Hooley are. Oh, is Hooley Thomas's lady or lad? Can you repeat the last 18? I'll go through real quick then. So bear with everybody. I'm just going through the last 8, well, all the questions up till now for Thomas, who's just joined us. So question number 1, how many bones are there in the human body? Question number 2, what is Prince William's middle name? Question number 3, what is the highest number used in Sudoku? Question number 4, what do you call a group of frogs? Question 5, which supermarket launched the sale of edible bugs in 2018? Question number 6, film and television. In Only Fools and Horses, what name did Trigger always call Rodney? Question 7, what is the name of the second James Bond film? Question 8, which actor played Dr. Ivo Robotnik in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie? Question 9, who won I'm a Celebrity last year? I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here. Question 10, what nationality is Anthony Hopkins? And question 11, in the riddle round, the more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? 12, what comes in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years? Question number 13, what has 6 faces, does not wear makeup, has 21 eyes, but cannot see? 14, George Helen, and Steve are drinking coffee. Karen, Dave, and Gareth are drinking soda. What is Elizabeth drinking, coffee or soda? And the last one on the riddles, number 15, what tastes better than it smells? Onto the science, 16, double Nobel Prize winning scientist, famous for her work on radioactivity. What is her name? 17, which vitamin is also known as an absorbic acid? And number 18, which is where we're at now, in 2013, Mark Carhill became the first Briton to undergo which pioneering medical operation? If you've not got those, you should have just written them down. Number 19 then, number 19, moving on. What is the name of NASA's most famous space telescope? What is the name of NASA's most famous space telescope? That's number 19. Oh, it's Tommy and Holly. Anne, not Hooley. Oh, now I know who Tommy is. Hello. Hello, if you've just joined, let me know what your team name is. If I've not met you before, my name's Becky. If I have, well, you know that already. Question number 20 then. Question number 20. Olympus Mons. That's Olympus Mons is a large volcanic mountain on which planet? Olympus Mons is a large volcanic mountain on which planet? Question number 20. That was the final one for the science round. Has anyone done anything exciting this week? Well, part exciting. Any fabulous news for us? Anything exciting? Anything sad? Let us know on the chat. Moving on to our nature and wildlife round then. Nature and wildlife, there's 5 questions in this round as usual. Question number 21. Which is the most common bird in Britain? Which is the most common bird in Britain? Surprised me the answer to this actually. Question number 21. Moving on to question number 22 then. Question number 22 is which tree do we get turpentine from? Which tree do we get turpentine from? And question 23. Question 23 is, what is the world's largest fish? So what do we reckon then? Question number 23, what is the largest fish in the whole wide world? Are they harder than last week? I hope so. Moving on to question number 24. Nature and wildlife. Number 24, the penultimate one in the nature and wildlife round. What is a white-faced saki, or saki, spelled S-A-K-I? What is a white-faced saki, or saki? Whichever way you're supposed to pronounce it. The answer, 24. Once again, thank you for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate it. We're down on last week, but hey ho. There must be something exciting on television. Never is on a Saturday night anyway. Question 25. Question 25 is, which flower was once more valuable than gold in the 1600s? Which flower was more valuable than gold in the 1600s? That's question 25. What's the answer? We're at this stage where everyone's feeling like we've got a bit of what's that thing called? Bipolar. Yeah. I'm sure it's not just me. I think all of us at some stage over the past few weeks have felt fabulous one day and then the next just broken down in tears all day. It's horrible. But we just got to remember it is only temporary, just like everything else in life. It's temporary. So we will get through this no matter what you're going through at the moment. We will overcome it, okay? So you just got to make sure you look after yourself, eat properly, make sure you, well, I'd say drink some alcohol every day. That does actually help. You don't have to do it every day unless you want to become an alcoholic, but yeah, take care of yourself. Eat, drink, make sure you speak to your family, speak to friends. There's obviously all sorts of ways. You've got your Facebook, you've got Zoom, Skype, and there's so many different ways to be able to connect with people these days. It's unbelievable. It's all for free as well, so it's not like you have to pay for it, but it just means you get to keep in contact with everybody and keep yourself partly sane. Make sure you do your exercises at some point during the day, whether it's a full-blown workout or a stroll around the block. It's something, gets you out in the fresh air, keeps you circulating going. Yes, Kevin, there's a telephone as well. The old, the thing that we used to use many moons ago, called the telephone. Whether you want to see that person or if you just want to have a chat, text, Facebook message, just keep connected. As BT says, it's actually my initials now, BT. As BT says, get connected, keep talking. It's good to talk. Moving on. On to our final round, then we have 5 more questions left to go. It's a general sort of arty culture, literature sort of question round. Because I want to do a bit of everything, but I wanted to stick to sort of some, whatever the word is. Smoke signals. Maybe not in the middle of Manchester. I might like get everything on fire. I'm talking about smoke signals up in Bolton. I think idiot teenagers have been lighting fires in Bolton again. Stupid idiots. But yeah, smoke signals work fabulous if we're an Apache Indian. Question number 26. Let's move on, shall we? Sorry. 26. In which city would you find the Van Gogh Museum? In which city would you find the Van Gogh or Van Gogh Museum? However you pronounce it. Question number 26. Question number 27. Moving on then. Question number 27. Who painted the Sistine Chapel? Bit of an easier one for you. Who painted, for question number 27, who painted the Sistine Chapel? Letter. Yes, letters. We don't do it anymore. And obviously, if you remember years ago, you went on holiday and you wrote a postcard back to your grandma or whoever. But I don't think letter writing is a thing anymore. And it's just so nice. You know, when you get that feeling when it's your birthday and you get a card through the post for your birthday, it's just so nice. We need to write more letters to each other as well. Yeah, it's great receiving emails, but letters are just more valuable. So there's telephones, there's Facebook, there's Zoom, there's Skype, there's letter. If you've got little children, get them to write a letter to grandparents. Write a letter to your grandkids. How excited will they be when they get something through the post? They never get things through the post unless it's their birthday. Question number 28 then. Question 28 is, this is Greek mythology, so it's not culture, art, or literature. It's just Greek mythology because I fancied it. Question 28, who was the Greek goddess of the rainbow? Question 28, who was the Greek goddess of the rainbow? Now, I had to add that in because obviously NHS is all about rainbows at the moment. And there's been a lot of community spirit. New family member of mine, Richard and Susie. Susie's, oh, I forget this right. Susie's sister's son's kids have, and obviously the mum, have been, that's a nice question. Yes, it is a very lovely question, Kevin, isn't it? But yeah, Susie's quiz, my new family member, has her family, 2 little boys, I think what they're 5 and 7. They have been buying some fruit and vegetables and putting a little stall outside their house, and they've been giving it away for free for all the, you know, all the community, the neighbours to come and have free food. And now I think it's Morrison's and another supermarket, they've been donating food to them as well. It's such a lovely thing to do and such a nice thing to teach your children as well. If I had them, that'd be a nice thing to do. If you've got the time, if you've got the money to be able to do that, just help out. Another friend of mine, he's been buying an extra couple of bits to put in the box at, I think it's Tesco, for people, for families that can't afford to buy much, because it's a struggle for us all at the moment. If you're not having any income that's coming in, it's really hard. And if you've got to wait for a few weeks to be able to get some money from Universal Credit or grants or whatever, it's really difficult to live. So you've just got to be a bit frugal at the moment. Don't buy things you don't need to. Just buy things that you're going to eat. Don't throw it away. Moving on. Number 29 then, penultimate question. 3 witches famously appear in which Shakespeare play? 3 witches famously appear in which Shakespeare play? Question number 29. We're almost there. Actually going to be quicker than I expected tonight, probably because there's less chat. Moving on, this is the final question. Question number 30. Well, that's not 30, that's 7, but anyway, 30. Sorry about that. Question number 30 then. Who wrote the poem, I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud? Question number 30, which is the final question of the night. Who wrote the poem, I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud? Who wrote that? The answer's only easy if you know it. Don't forget, this is just for fun. There are no prizes. I'm sorry if I had more people join in, I'll be able to get a sponsor and get some prizes for you. But we need more people to do that. I appreciate you joining. Thank you so much. Hope you've enjoyed yourself tonight. We will go through the answers shortly. It keeps you out of trouble, keeps us all entertained for a short while. After all, it is Saturday night, even though it feels like Monday, Tuesday, whatever day. It is Saturday night, and Saturday nights are a time for us to just enjoy ourselves, have a glass. Who thinks they've got 30 out of 30? Before we go through the questions then, instead of having a break, I won't bother having a break tonight because I'm sure you'll be able to not have a wee break for a moment. Karen says, nope, you've not got 30. Kevin, nope, you've not got 30. That means they're harder than last week, which is really, really good. Just really quickly then, before we go on to answering the questions, instead of having a break, I'll just answer that question. Hello, Karen. Hello, Kate. I'm marvellous. Why, thank you. Aw, you're marvellous too. Thank you for joining in. Really do appreciate it. Thank you. So, moving on then, obviously we've got to the end of our questions. I really, really do appreciate you joining in tonight. As obviously a lot of us are starting to get feeling a bit, well, rubbish at the moment. I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. I just wanted to obviously give you a quick rundown of that poem because it was written by this poet. Obviously, we'll get to the answer in a moment. It was written by the poet to make you feel good about life. And when you're feeling a bit lonely and missing friends and missing family, you kind of need to use your imagination to be able to sort of replace your usual friends and family with something else, imaginary friends and family for the time being. So I thought, obviously, this was quite what's the word, apt for the time that we're going through at the moment. So I'm getting a bit tearful. So instead of having a quick break, we'll just go and have a read through that because it's quite relevant and we're going through it at the moment. Well, I can't read that at the moment. Okay, so I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud was written to try and make you feel good about yourselves and a bit less lonely. So I'll just quickly go through the poem, just in case you might want to hear it. So I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on higher o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze, continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. They stretched in never-ending line along the margin of the bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them, they danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which in this bliss of solitude. And when my heart with pleasure fills, and dances with the daffodils. So basically, you can't go see your friends and family, but you can make friends with the daffodils in the garden. Sorry, I'm getting a bit tearful there. Sorry. Okay, so without further ado then, that was all 30 questions. Let's go run through the answers, shall we? So, general knowledge. Question number 1. How many bones are there in the human body? Karen says, ha ha. That's not funny, it's sad. Question number 1, how many bones are there in the human body? There's apparently 206. Kevin says, heart, heart, heart. Yes, thank you. I thought that was quite relevant for the time that we're going through at the moment. You might have been bored, but I thought you might like it. Some of you might like it. I did anyway. Sorry for the bad pronunciation of words there, but got through it. Question number 2, what is Prince William's middle name or second name? It's Arthur. Who got it right? Who's got 2 out of 2 so far? Question number 3, what is the highest number used in Sudoku? What is the highest number used in Sudoku? Karen says, depends if you're an adult or baby. Baby's born 270. I'll blame Google for that one then. 208, close enough. Google's wrong. Question number 3, what is the highest number used in Sudoku? It's number 11. Number 11. And on to number 4, what do you call a group of frogs? An army. Question number 5, which supermarket launched the sale of edible bugs in 2018? It was Sainsbury's. Sainsbury's launched this range. It was edible, obviously edible bugs. And these bugs were crickets, flavoured crickets and ants. But I do know that, I know it's not a supermarket, but Selfridges, they've been doing it for years. I don't know if they still do, but they've been doing it for years, selling candied, what are they called? Scorpions. That's Selfridges. Karen Frampton says, we have lost you on hold. We have lost you. Hold on with the answers, Beck. I can't even read. Karen says, we have lost you on hold on the answers. So we'll just wait for her to catch up just a couple of minutes. She's got lost with the signal probably by the sounds of it. I'll just quickly go through those again then, because I'm bluttering a bit tonight. Question number 1 was, how many bones are there in the human body? 206 or 208, maybe 270 if you're a kid. Number 2, what is Prince William's middle name? It's Arthur. Number 3, what is the highest number used in Sudoku? Are you with me, Karen Frampton? Number 11. It's number 11. 4, what do you call a group of frogs? It's an army of frogs. I'm going to carry on. At the end, if you need anything reading out, just let me know. Which supermarket, number 5, which supermarket launched the sale of edible bugs in 2018? It was Sainsbury's. Anyone got 5 out of 5? Film and TV then. Question number 6. In Only Fools and Horses, what name did Trigger always call Rodney? He called him Dave. Did you know that? Dave. Question number 7. What is the name of the second James Bond film? And this film was in 1963, and it was From Russia with Love. From Russia with Love. And number 8, which actor plays Dr. Ivo or Ivo Robotnik in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie? It's Jim Carrey. And 9, who won I'm a Celebrity? Get me out of here. Karen Holland says William Arthur Philip Lewis. Okay, so if you've got Philip Lewis, you can have that question. Question number 9. Who won I'm a Celebrity in 2019? That was Jacqueline Joseph from an actor in EastEnders. Number 10. What nationality is Anthony Hopkins? He's Welsh. He's from it's near Port Talbot, just below Swansea. Who knew Anthony Hopkins was Welsh? Did you? Onto the riddle round then. Onto the riddle round. Karen's back. I'll just quickly go through them for you then. Really quickly then. What was the highest number in Sudoku? That was number 11. That was 3. 4. What do you call a group of frogs? That's an army. 5. Which supermarket launched sale of edible bugs in 2018? That was Sainsbury's. Number 6. In Only Field and Horses, what name did Trigger always call Rodney? He called him Dave. Number 7. What is the name of the second James Bond film, which is actually released in 1963? That was From Russia with Love. Number 8. Which actor plays Dr. Ivo Robotnik in the Sonic the Hedgehog movies? That's Jim Carrey. Number 9. Who won I'm a Celebrity in 2019? That's Jacqueline Joseph. 10. What nationality is Anthony Hopkins? He's Welsh. On to the riddle round. Karen Holland, you've got them all. Well done. Well done. Riddles number 11. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? I'm footsteps, obviously. Number 12. What comes once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years? It's the letter M. M. Maximum number of classic Sudoku is number 9. Well, I'm really sorry, but Google told me 11. So if you've got 9 or 11, you can have a tick for both of them, because that's the answers, apparently. Question number 13 then. What has 6 faces, does not wear makeup, has 21 eyes, but cannot see? It's a dice. Dice. Google is wrong. Yeah, it looks that way. I don't play Sudoku, so. Yeah, you got that one right. It's a dice, or die, whatever you want to call it. And question number 14. Now, this is a tricky one. I'd like to know, let me know if you got this right, please. George, Helen, and Steve are drinking coffee. Karen, Dave, and Gareth are drinking soda. What is Elizabeth drinking? Coffee or soda? The answer is coffee. Karen says soda. Karen says, no, we are okay, thanks. The answer is, what's the answer? The answer is coffee. The reason why the answer is coffee is because Elizabeth has 2 E's in her name, like George has, Helen has, and Steve have. They've all got 2 E's in their name. So well done if you got that right. Because Karen, Dave, and Gareth, they've all got 1 E in their name and they're drinking soda. So the answer is coffee. And number 15, what tastes better than it smells? Your tongue. Your tongue tastes better than it smells. Well done if you got that right. That's an easy peasy one. 5-year-old could have got that one. Science, then on to the science round, number 16. Go to the theory right. Got the theory right, but Kevin Couldn't spell Elizabeth. Oh, Karen says, got the theory right, but Kevin couldn't spell Elizabeth. Oh, well, that's not going to get you the right answer if you can't spell Elizabeth, is it? Science then, question number 16. Double Nobel Prize winning scientist, famous for her work on radioactivity. What is her name? Marie Curie. Helping to cure cancer. Question number 17. Which vitamin is also known as an absorbic acid? It's vitamin C. Vitamin C from oranges. And number 18. In 2013, Mark Carhill became the first Briton to undergo a pioneering medical operation. And that pioneering medical operation was a hand transplant, believe it or not. If you know that one, let me know if you got that right. Mark Carhill in 2013, he underwent the hand transplantation. First Briton the first Briton to do so, and it took 8 hours, and it was at the Leeds General Infirmary. Yeah, Karen got that right. Well done. Number 19. What is the name of NASA's most famous telescope? And the answer to that is the Hubble telescope. The Hubble telescope. You got that right. Well done. Which one did you get right? The hand question. And the Hubble telescope was actually named after Edwin Hubble. Number 20. Olympus Mons is a large volcanic mountain on the planet Mars. So question number 20, the answer is Mars. On to the nature and wildlife round. Question number 21. Which is the most common bird in Britain? Now, this surprised me because I thought it was going to be a crow or a magpie. One of those two. It's actually the wren. Answer 21. The most common British bird is the wren. Did you get that right? Give me a like or thumbs up. Question number 2. Which tree do we get turpentine from? This is one of those questions I never even think of. It's a pine tree. Not all pine trees, but specific pine trees, the sap, or whatever it's called, they produce turpentine, I mean. Question number 23. What is the world's largest fish? I think 7-year-olds could probably get this right. It's a whale shark. Did you get that right? I hope so. Question number 24. What is a white-faced sake? Now, you need to tell me who got this right, because I'm going to predict that nobody got this right. What is a white-faced sake? Or sake? It's a monkey! Monkey, monkey, monkey. Number 25. Which flower was once more valuable than gold in the 1600s? It's a tulip. And you can actually, in recipes, you can actually replace onions with tulips. So if you run out of onions and you need it in your spaghetti bolognese, just nip out onto the garden. Oh, well done. Karen got that right. The monkey. Well done. Karen Holland got that right. And number 25, as I said, it's a tulip. And on to question number 26 then. Karen says, oh, I can't read that. Karen Holland said, Syncarpia glomifera, commonly known as the turpentine tree or yandara. So a pine tree, or like a turpentine tree, is also known as Syncarpia glomifera, commonly known as the turpentine tree. Thank you. Yandara. Jeannie says, monkey. Did you get that right, though? General Arts Literature General round. Number 26. in which city would you find the Van Gogh Museum? It is in Amsterdam. Number 27, who painted the Sistine Chapel? Michelangelo, of course. Number 28, who was the Greek goddess of the rainbow? Relevant for what's going on at the moment with the NHS rainbows in our windows. Iris is the answer. Number 29, three witches famously appear in which Shakespeare's play? I was hoping to go here for my birthday. Karen got Iris right. Well done. Yeah, I was hoping to go here for my birthday. Didn't get there, obviously, because we're on lockdown. But three witches famously appear in which Shakespeare's play? It's Macbeth from William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare has museums in, what's it called? Near Stoke. Number 30 then. So the final question for number 30. I read you the beautiful poem. I hope you liked your poem. Question number 30. The final question of the night, which is the deciding question. Who wrote the poem I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud? It was obviously William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth is the answer to question number 30. Well done if you got that right. Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. It's down on the numbers for the last couple of weeks, but never mind. I do appreciate you. Hopefully you've enjoyed your evening. It's been fun for me, as always. Takes time to try and navigate Google. Obviously, sometimes it gets it wrong, but I apologize for that. It's not my fault. But I hope you've enjoyed your evening. Karen, Stratford upon Avon. Yep, that's where I was thinking. Stratford upon Avon. That's where William Shakespeare comes from. Hope you've enjoyed your evening tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've got fabulous plans for the rest of the evening. If not, see what's on telly. Join another quiz. If you enjoyed tonight, please join me next week. I will try and find something more exciting for you. I've got some texts. I knew that monkey one. Someone has been Googling the answers. Who's been Googling the answers? That's naughty. Naughty, naughty. My nanny, probably. 3 Williams in that quiz. Oh, yeah, there was, wasn't there? 3 Williams. I'm going to have a bonus round. I'm going to have a bonus question next week. So if you join me next week, I'm going to have a bonus question. Karen says we will be here. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you so much. I hope you do join me next week. I've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Keep your head up. Chin up. Enjoy life, basically. Make sure you keep in touch with friends and family. And just try and keep yourself sane, all right? Thanks for joining. See you next week. Same time, same place. Your living room, my living room. 8 o'clock. YouTube. Quiz at home. Thank you so much. Night night.